differently.
Welcome back, and you're watching Abled Differently. Dyslexia Organization of Kenya has been steadfast in championing the rights of children with dyslexia. On the 28th of October, they marked their 10 years of advocacy in a colorful event. Take a look.
Dyslexia is a learning disability that impairs the ability to read and write. Both individuals and organizations are trying their best to create awareness about the condition. In this case, we focus on Dyslexia Organization of Kenya, who held a Light It Up Red Gala on the 28th of October to celebrate 10 years since its inception on matters dyslexia.
Today we are celebrating 10 years of formal introduction of dyslexia and creation of awareness in Kenya. October is the Dyslexia Awareness Month, so we chose to celebrate our 10th anniversary together with the Dyslexia Awareness Month. And also we light up the UAP building red because it is a global movement about creation of dyslexia awareness. So we had the light up red, and now we also had a dinner at the UAP building to celebrate the 10th anniversary and also create awareness about to the parents and raise funds so that we can be able to go in the field to talk to teachers, because we realize if at least 3 teachers in every school are able to understand and support children with dyslexia, it will reduce the number of children in the juveniles, children in crime, and children dropping out of school because of not being understood and realized.
Dyslexia Organization of Kenya aims at ensuring that everyone learns of dyslexia's existence, as well as create a learning environment where every student is accommodated.
In 2010, we registered Dyslexia Organization. We didn't have an idea at all that we could start a school. But at the end of 2011, I remember having an interview with KBC, and in the interviewer, it was in July, the interviewer asked me, now you have this information and you're telling people about this. Are you planning to start a school? I said no. We want people to we wanted teachers to learn about dyslexia, and they help children in their own schools. Because people or children with dyslexia, if 1 out of 5 children have dyslexia, can they fit in one school? The word needs to spread to teachers and the parents so that the children can be supported in what school they are and in the family where they are. So we didn't have an idea that we could start a school. But by the end of the year, I had children who are coming from different places, who are coming. We had an office at Hurlingham, and they used to come from different places for tuition on Saturdays and on holidays. Some of the parents realized that our children, mine and Phyllis, have overgrown primary school. And so some of them asked me, Nancy, why don't I bring my child to your home? You stay with them. Since the school that you are going, they must know about dyslexia. You stay with my child at your home. I'll be paying upkeep. And she spread the word to those others. And now I had 4 or 5 children who wanted to stay with me. And I shared that with Phyllis. She told me, why don't we start a center? A center where children could come and go home. They just come over the weekend, then go home. And we started a center in Kitengela. We just opened, but guess what? Our first child came from Mombasa. So that it was not possible for her to go home every weekend. And we didn't know that internet is that powerful, because we started receiving calls from all over the country. They wanted their children to come. And that's how ReaGem was born.
Each person with dyslexia experiences the condition in a way that is unique to them, and therefore, each will have their own set of abilities and difficulties.
Dyslexia myself, and I have suffered through this condition for so long, and I'm thankful that I can see that our country understands it, and our children are going to be assisted to be able to overcome or to be able to be taught how to live with the dyslexia. And I don't feel bad about dyslexia anymore, because I have come to understand it so well, and I have known that I'm in the group of very important people like Richard Bryson, people like Steve Jobs, who have dyslexia, and they have been able to manage to survive and to be successful in life. So celebrating 10 years today in Kenya of dyslexia, I feel so proud, because I can see the children, our children, they are not going to go through what we are going through.
For many, red is a color that has been associated with highlighting mistakes, but many dyslexic organizations have chosen the color to take back its meaning and globally promote awareness about dyslexia.
So as we go red for dyslexia, we are reclaiming the red color that used to highlight the mistakes we have made ourselves on the kids with dyslexia. And no child should be left to sleep in the education gaps we've created just because of our own lack of knowledge, and especially the teachers. So I want to urge us all to support this very, very worthy cause, because we are building a resilient society, we are building a wholesome society, and we are building a strong nation when we do that. So let's go for red for dyslexia.
Although there are challenges attached to this condition, persons with dyslexia should not be termed as disabled, but rather gifted.
First, main challenge is lack of awareness and lack of support from schools, because schools are not coming out to support their teachers to learn about dyslexia. The other challenge is, of course, funding. If we had funds, we would reach many schools. We target to train at least 3 teachers in every school to understand and be able to identify these children before they drop out sleep in the gaps of education. That's what we target to do. And if we can achieve at least 3 teachers in every school who would be able to identify and learn, because we understand early intervention is very, very important. Because once a child is identified early and the proper teaching method is applied, they become like normal readers and they can be successful in life like any other child. Dyslexia, you cannot identify it by looking at somebody, you cannot identify it by interacting with somebody. It is only able to be identified in school. So that's why the teachers understanding this learning difficulty is very, very important. Yeah.
It was a pleasure today to be part of DOK, that is Dyslexia Organization of Kenya. They mark their 10th year anniversary of championing for people with dyslexia and making sure that these children have chance in the community and the society, letting them know that it's not a disability, but it's a unique ability. Right. So the event has been successful. Everything was fine. Yeah, the dinner was awesome.
We've been doing a lot of campaigns with dyslexia. We've actually been promoting the event, and we believe we've been heard from all.
Thanks to many stakeholders who were involved, the event was a success.
I thank everybody who participated and attended, and the media partners that we've had to help create this awareness. And we look forward to making more interactions, more awareness, and yeah, if we can at least help one child every day to be understood
we shall have made success.
Many dyslexic people show strengths in the areas such as reasoning, visuals, and in creativity.
I knew that this diagnosis that I got did not mean that it was the end for my son. It meant that we'd have a different journey. My 7-year-old son is dyslexic, but is superbly gifted in finding directions for his mother, who doesn't know her left from her right. One time, I was dropping my daughter's best friend somewhere in Karen, and my phone went off, so I couldn't use Google Maps. And I was worried, oh my God, how are we going to go back home? Because I was really lost. And my son calmly says, Mommy, don't worry. My 7-year-old, Mommy, don't worry, I'll get you home. My 7-year-old son, who a teacher had children make fun of, got his 42-year-old mother back home. That boy, you cannot tell me, is not clever. He's gifted differently. His reading is improving. It might never be what his sister's is. It might never be what mine is like. But the giftings that God has inside of him, if given the opportunity that he's lucky to have, because at least I know about it through my friend, he will be able to do the things that God planned for him to do.
When I was in school, I was not book smart, but I was so active in terms of talent and in terms of singing, being even reading news. Yeah, so when I met with Ken Star, we talked about this and he invited me to this event. So I realized, it's a condition actually, it's something that has a name. So it was so amazing to actually know myself.
In choosing the red color to light up the world, we are taking back its meaning to promote dyslexia awareness on an international scale. It is therefore important to remember that there are positives to thinking differently.
I come from in Germany, it's quite common, so it was not the first time I heard about it, but because for us it's so common and so normal, I found it really impressive to see how it works here, and here it's not normal for people, and here people are really suffering. So it really impressed me how these two women come up with it and just said, no, we can't let these children suffer like that. And they also have the talent, so let's light up their talents.
It excites me when I see that we are on this journey together with other people. Because we can't all be the same, and we need to embrace our differences. Albert Einstein famously said that everybody is a genius. But if you judge a fish with its ability to climb a tree, what will that fish think? To spend all its life thinking that it's stupid. But the fish is a magnificent swimmer. And not all of us are like that. So we need to be open-minded and to realize that the measures that the standards we've put as society of academia, accumulation of wealth, fulfilled life can be judged differently.
Let's take a look at the UN Convention on the Rights of Persons with Disabilities.
Article 25 of the UN Convention on the Rights of Persons with Disabilities states that state parties shall, Part B, provide those health services needed by persons with disabilities, specifically because of their disabilities, including early identification and intervention as appropriate, and services designed to minimize and prevent further disabilities, including among children and older persons.
Red is the color for dyslexia awareness. This color was chosen because teachers use red pen to mark students' assignments. I'm afraid that's all the time we had for you today, but be sure to join us every other Sunday when time and space allows. I've been your host, Jane Theory. Goodbye.
We are here and we are strong. Let's be counted as we move on. Make a difference, change lives as we tell our different stories. We are capable, beautiful. We are born to do great things. We're unstoppable, incredible, 'cause we're differently abled, differently.